How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you my experience at the BLEXIT Back the Blue rally that was held in Washington, D.C. over the weekend. And that specific day was Saturday, October the 10th, 2020. The event's purpose was to support police officers, as in backing the blue. Blue meaning law enforcement. That probably explains the blue shirts as well. I don't have that straight from BLEXIT as official information, but it would make sense. You're back in the blue, you got on blue shirts, why not? But I'll move right along. Before I get into what the media are talking about and all the lies they're putting out there and all the details of the event, I just want to say that this event was historic. You're talking about 2,000 mostly Black and Hispanic people marching in DC for a good purpose, for a common purpose of supporting our law enforcement. We know that we got to have them. You got crime increasing in Black and Hispanic areas and all over the United States as a whole. We got to have that be the narrative, supporting the police. Don't defund the police, Alyssa Milano or anybody else. Don't defund them and then call them at the same time, but I'll move on. Don't do that. You got to support the police. So we were out there for that purpose. And it was a beautiful thing. First, we had the speakers that came out right close to the White House. We had Tatum, Candace Owens, and Larry Elder. They all did a very good job speaking. Candace Owens had that cool, calm and collected type of vibe and really organizational, really professional. Tatum, of course, came out there with the fire, came out there with the heat. Very, very good speaker, a naturally good speaker, my brother Tatum. And then Larry Elder came out there and gave straight facts, information, data that you couldn't really ignore, statistics. It was a really good experience. And you had about 2,000 people just right there, even at the very beginning. It was so many people. I took so many pictures, shook so many hands, gave so many hugs. It was just like a bunch of love out there. No hate, no division. Everybody's unified, all on one common purpose, to support law enforcement, to support being conservative. It was just really good. Excellent, excellent beginning. And from there, we went to the White House. We all marched to the White House from right there by Pennsylvania Avenue by this hotel. By this open lawn, we went straight to the White House. And we went to the White House lawn, 2,000 deep. It was crazy. We were there for quite a while before the president came out. He spoke for about 15 minutes, but it was the experience just being out there on the lawn before he came out was great. Okay. I met a lot of great people that I've met before, people that I've not met yet. It was fantastic. People were making connections, handing out business cards, just talking to each other about life, about things that are going on, because a lot of us feel like we kind of alone sometimes. You might come from a liberal Democratic family, nobody to talk to. You might live in a liberal Democratic area. You're trying to get people to get awakened, and it's not really happening the way you want. So when you come to DC among 2,000 like-minded people all in one space at the White House, the energy was electric. It was really, really good. And shout out to BLEXIT for making it all happen. Shout out to Candace Owens, Tatum, the whole BLEXIT national team, and all the BLEXIT local chapters. You guys did a great job. And after the White House event, which was great, and we all had to wear masks, by the way, at the White House. So when the media says, oh, didn't wear a mask, that was a lie. But I'll talk about them in a little bit, so just hang tight. After the White House, we left and gathered where we were before, where we had the actual first event, and then we marched through DC, 2,000 deep. We had these big flags, had BLEXIT flags, American flags, a blue line, police supporting flag. It was great. It was fantastic. The experience being there, I can't even really describe. I can't put it into words. It was like being on a cloud. You didn't really hear anything outside of the march. You see some hecklers and whatnot, some protesters, but I didn't even really hear nothing they said. It was one time where a lady, white lady, by the way, she was on the bullhorn screeching at us, and some guys kind of interacted and were trying to talk back, but I was flanking that side and just pushing guys along let's not even do this. We don't got time for this. We're here for positivity. I did not hear one word she said, or anyone else for that matter that was heckling. All I saw was them screeching and being loud, but I did not hear one word. All right, because just being there in that moment, it was just so overwhelming. You just wrapped up in that and the positivity coming from that. You don't hear the outside. Okay. And then being out there marching, with a big flag. It's like being in the Olympics. Imagine they call it your country, Azerbaijan, and you walk out and you got your flag, you waving it, you hear the music. It was like that. It was crazy. It was a crazy, crazy experience, a surreal experience. It was like it wasn't even really real. And shout out again to my brother, Brandon Tatum, for leading the march. He did a great job. I saw Grace Glass out there. She did a great job leading for a little while as well on the bullhorn. And thank you to our security for making sure that nothing was going to go wrong. We had security, escorts, the police were out there, blocked streets off. We were never in any danger. There was never any kind of problems as a result of the march. The event went off without a hitch. Very well done, very professional. It was excellent. 10 out of 10, would go again. A lot of great people were there. Made a lot of great connections. It was just really good. I enjoyed it. Now, the media, of course, don't really want to see it the same way. They want to say a lot of things that weren't true, that weren't accurate, and I'll go through a few of them, and then I'll give you a little bit more context into the event itself. Now, the first thing is that they said we got paid to go. Oh, that was a fake event. They all got paid, all this, that, and the third. Nobody got paid to go, all right? If somebody got paid, you should be able to come up with a canceled check or a cash donation in somebody's pocket. Nobody got any money to be there. If anybody got any money, then I feel gypped because I went and nobody gave me any kind of money. And I'm one of the biggest names that were there. Not trying to be, like self-centered. I'm just saying, if you're going to pay people to go, why not pay some big social media guys to go and then bring other people? That's not what happened. Nobody got paid. Now, you may have been able to get a ticket there, like a plane ticket, maybe a hotel room. That's not the equivalent to being paid, though. That's not how that works. If someone emails me and says, hey, ABL, I'm going to bring you out to X, Y, and Z place for a speaking engagement. I'm like, okay, what time is it going to be? How much is it going to pay? What's it for? And they say, okay, it's for X, Y, and Z. It'll be X, Y, and Z time. And we could pay you by bringing you out there and put you in the hotel room. I'd be like, okay, where's the pay? All right. I'm not being paid. You bringing me out there. But if I do the engagement without actually getting the cash, compensation in my pocket, I'm just volunteering my services. Now, I've done that before, and there's no problem about volunteering. I volunteer all the time, at going to different events, just showing my face and helping the event get more cracking. But, that's not being paid. Being paid is, okay, we're going to fly you out, put you in the hotel room, and give you X amount of dollars. Nobody got that, so nobody got paid. Okay, then people say, okay, you got paid by the trip. Well, you still have to go to the events, and there's no way to enforce your attendance. You could just go and not show it anything. You could just go to DC and just blow everything off. There's no way to actually track that or to enforce it. It's just not possible. So that was just not even true. People that went there wanted to be there. And here's some more evidence for you. This event was not marketed at all up until the very end, when we couldn't keep it secret any longer, okay? I heard about this a long time ago, but I didn't say a word. I did not promote it. I did not market it. That was not because I don't like them. I love BLEXIT and everybody involved with it. You guys are the best. I was told not to because we're trying to keep it low and have it be invite only to people that are already involved with BLEXIT and people that have been to other rallies before. People that I saw there were already active, being conservative online. They've been in BLEXIT chapters and different walk away and Black Voices for Trump. I've seen them in different places. Okay, I've been on their shows. I'll talk to them on the phone. I know them. They got LEXIT, JEXIT, Walk Away, Black Voices for Trump, BLEXIT, all of them out there at the event. They had Asians for Trump out there, Hong Kongers out there for Trump. So no, this was not like, okay, we just in DC, we're going to put an ad on Craigslist and get people to come in there and pay them. No, that did not happen. That's not true. It's just false. Okay. That just wasn't the case. All right. So let's just dispel that rumor right away. Some said it was only like 500 people. No, 2,000. It was so many people I couldn't even see everybody that I knew. I had friends there that I didn't even see. I didn't even know were there because there were so many of us that were in the place. It was a lot of people out there, 100%. And like I said, with the masks, we all had masks on at the White House, as was the requirement. So There wasn't no COVID spreader or nothing like that. And I was right front row and center. I had the best seat in the house to see the president, and he was still quite a ways away up on the balcony. There's no way that he can speak and have the virus float down to us on the ground. If that's the case, and you're not safe just being outside at all without your mask on, all right? And we had masks on. So what is the purpose of the mask and distancing if he's like 40, 50 feet away up on the balcony and we're way back here with masks on? I mean, come on, it was silly. So the media just wanted to hate on us again. They said it was a Hatch Act violation. No, it wasn't, because first of all, the president and the vice president are exempt. That's first. Second, even if you say it's at the White House, you had employees involved, executive branch is at the third. It was not a rally. He delivered remarks for 15 minutes. The rally was before the White House and after the White House. His remarks were part of our event, but not a rally specifically. All right. We were just a rowdy bunch. If we were just some kind of mundane group of mega donors that were at the White House hearing some remarks from the president, then it would be no problem. Okay, if you had another good group in there, like a veteran group or, a cancer survivor group or something like that, a good cause, then it'd be no problem. Because how you going to attack cancer survivors? It wouldn't be a thing. It wouldn't be called a rally or nothing like that, but ours was. Why? It did the same thing in 2019 as well. Nicole Wallace from MS13DNC said that we were raucous and we disgraced the East Room where presidents lied in state, all this and that and the third, because we were just really rowdy and raucous. Well, excuse us for coming to the White House for the first time, meeting the president who we love, and just being a little bit exuberant. Pardon us, all right? Overall, I really enjoyed the event. There was minimal to no hate. Okay, no protesting, no Antifa, nobody wanted to. We're 2,000 deep. We got police on our side. We got security. We got everything. What you gonna do? Okay. Now, they said that the rally might have been dangerous, but that's not true. Some guys may have gotten harassed after the event if they were just walking around DC. But you in the big liberal city right now, and you have Trump attire on, that might happen. But whose fault is that? Is it the organizers' fault for giving us the attire? Is it our fault for wearing it? And we always wear it anyway, even in our hometown? Or is it the fault of those that did it to us? I'm gonna go for option number C for 5,000, okay? It's the fault of those that did it to us, not our fault or the organizers' fault, okay? And that was even minimal, all right? Overall, this event was fantastic. It's going to be in the history books. You're going to see about this really soon. And shout out to everybody that I met there. You guys are the best. Fantastic. Really diverse bunch. They want to say, oh, diversity means different colors. Diversity is different personalities. From all over the country, east, south, west, different parts of the world, China, Africa, Europe, wherever you're from. It was just a really good experience to have everybody there just on the same accord. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Were you there? Did I meet you? Did I not meet you? What was your experience at the rally? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have a good time? Did you feel like you made a difference? I feel like I did, because people were kind of like on the outside. It was like the Tour de France to a certain extent. You had guys of all colors, black, white, whatever. It just pulled up to support. Okay, it was really, really good. It was good. And I think that we made a really big statement that you can't ignore. You can't ignore 2,000 mostly black and Hispanic people marching in DC that want to support the police. That's a really important thing we got to focus on, is that, because you got crime increasing in mostly black and Hispanic areas where the police are being attacked and or defunded. We can't have that. We cannot have it, so we're out there for that reason. And we're going to do many more things like this. The media want to attack it because if they can successfully tear us down and devalidate our movement, then it helps them in their race for Joe Biden to become the president. That's what it's all about. It's about votes. It's not really about trying to help the black community or Hispanics or anything like that, or trying to defeat some kind of racist president. It's to help their guy get into office. And this guy, Joe Biden, is halfway dead, got 2 feet in the grave. Might as well go ahead and close that casket on him. Just, let him go ahead and simmer. You got him trying to succeed and not doing very well. The enthusiasm right now for Trump off the charts. The media are trying to bottle it by trying to not cover it or devalidate it, but it's not working. And at the end of it, come November, we're going to see all of what we've done throughout the past few years come to fruition and it'll be the ultimate victory. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.